As the very first sunbeam tickled the sleepy hills, Golden Light tiptoed into the barn, sprinkling everything with a touch of magic. While the other chickens snuggled in their straw, Henrietta was already wide awake, her heart fluttering with dreams as bright as the morning. For Henrietta's tail feathers shimmered a dazzling pink, enchanted by a mysterious pot of dye she'd discovered under a moonbeam by the old shed. She twirled and preened, imagining a stage of twinkling stars and a crowd of enchanted animals cheering her name. "One day, these pink feathers will dazzle the world," she whispered to a drowsy mouse who blinked in wonder. The other chickens just clucked and giggled. "Chickens don't become stars," they said, shaking their heads with a feathery sigh. But Henrietta only smiled, her eyes sparkling with secret plans and wild hopes. With a swish of her magical tail, she tiptoed past the snoozing animals and slipped out the barn door, as quiet as a wish. The world outside sparkled with possibility, and Henrietta's heart danced with excitement. Her pink tail glowed in the golden light, a magical beacon for her dreams to follow. She paused at the door, took a deep, brave breath, and felt the magic swirling all around her. Today, Henrietta's enchanted adventure and her journey to stardom was about to begin. As the golden sun peeked over the barn, Farmer Joe sat down for breakfast, only to discover a curious emptiness at the table. "Where's Henrietta?" he puzzled aloud, peering into every nook and cranny of the barn, his voice echoing with worry. The pink-feathered star was nowhere to be found, not a single cluck or feather in sight. This was a job for the farm's legendary detective, Sherlock Bones, the basset hound with a nose for adventure. With a dramatic swoosh, Sherlock donned his magical detective hat, which sparkled with secret powers only he could see. Instantly, his super sniffer led him to a shimmering pink feather glimmering in the morning dew, Henrietta's enchanted calling card. With a wag and a wiggle, Sherlock followed the magical trail, his ears flapping as he trotted down the lane toward the unknown. Suddenly, a mysterious quack echoed from the grass, Henrietta's ringtone coming from a tiny, glittery phone she dropped on her way. Sherlock scooped up the phone, now armed with 2 magical clues and a twinkle in his eye. The clues pointed straight toward town. Henrietta was on a secret mission, and Sherlock was hot on her magical trail. With every sniff, Sherlock's detective hat glowed brighter, guiding him through twists and turns like a true hero. Over grassy hills and under sparkling sunbeams, Sherlock pressed on, his tail wagging with excitement. The magical town shimmered in the distance. Henrietta's adventure was just ahead. With a joyful bark, Sherlock hurried on, ready to solve the mystery and bring his feathered friend home. Sherlock Bones tiptoed into the twinkling heart of Whimsyville, where lanterns floated and laughter danced on the breeze. The chirpy cafe shimmered with the scent of magical coffee, but Sherlock's nose was on a mission. He sniffed for secrets, not sips. On the enchanted notice board, a photo of Gus the goat winked at him. Gus, the town's silliest prankster, known for juggling apples and wearing mismatched socks. Suddenly, a waitress in sparkly shoes twirled by and, poof, a dazzling pink feather floated down, landing right on Sherlock's nose. "A little chicken with the brightest pink feathers just fluttered through," she whispered. "She's conjuring up a magical show in the square this very afternoon." Sherlock's tail wagged like a metronome. He was hot on the trail. But above, the sky began to swirl with silvery clouds, as if the weather itself was eager for Henrietta's show. With a determined leap, Sherlock bounded across the cobblestones, racing the first drops of enchanted rain. The stage in the square sparkled, and a crowd of animals gathered, buzzing with excitement for Henrietta's magical performance. Sherlock dashed forward, heart thumping with wonder and hope. The adventure was swirling to its most magical moment yet. As thunder rumbled and silver lightning danced across the sky, Henrietta climbed atop a crate in the heart of the town square, her heart fluttering with courage. Her pink feathers shimmered like a beacon, glowing brighter with every flash of lightning. Tonight, she was more than a chicken. She was a magical performer. "Gather close, friends," she called, her voice ringing like a bell, as ducks, squirrels, and even shy mice scurried from their hiding places, drawn by her enchanting presence. As the first raindrops fell, Henrietta began to sing, a melody so sweet that the rain seemed to twinkle and dance in the air, swirling in sparkling patterns around her. Ducks quacked in perfect harmony, squirrels spun in joyful circles, and the whole square shimmered with laughter and magical music. People peeked from their doorways, eyes wide with wonder, as the storm's gloom was chased away by Henrietta's sparkling song. Sherlock Bones bounded into the square, his tail wagging so fast it sent little rainbows spinning through the mist, just in time to join the magical celebration. The rain poured down, but it felt warm and gentle, as if the whole world was clapping along. Henrietta's show filled every heart with joy and wonder. Henrietta stood tall, her feathers sparkling with raindrops and magic. She was not just a chicken, but a true star of the storm. And so, on that stormy night, the whole village was wrapped in a magical glow, thanks to Henrietta's heartwarming, unforgettable performance. As dawn painted the barnyard in golden light, a magical hush filled the air. Whispers of Henrietta's enchanting concert fluttered from feather to fur, drawing every animal to the heart of the farm. Farmer Joe, wearing a sparkling top hat, declared the first ever Great Cluckathon, a festival of music, magic, and friendship. Henrietta, feathers shimmering like fairy dust, twirled down a hay bale runway. Ducks played flutes, squirrels juggled acorns, and even the cows danced a wobbly waltz. The barnyard sparkled with laughter and song, every animal joining in the joyful celebration. Sherlock Bones, the clever pup in a bow tie, floated in on a ribbon and presented Henrietta with a magical medal, Star of the Barnyard. Henrietta's eyes sparkled as she hugged her friends, her heart glowing brighter than ever. She realized that true stardom was sharing happiness and magic with everyone you love. The festival ended with Gus the goat and friends parading in rainbow hats, mimicking Henrietta's magical strut. Giggles and cheers filled the air. And as the stars twinkled above, Henrietta knew, with friends, a little magic, and a lot of heart, any dream could come true.